Hey YouTube. Hey, this is video number 3. The restoration of the 1978 Crestliner Apollo 660. And I'm still working on the floor, so this is video number 3. And this is just to show progress on what I've done on the floor so far. So, okay, so as you can see, I've ripped everything out of here. Absolutely everything, right down to the ribs, the fiberglass ribs in the back of the boat there. All this pressure treated plywood is still good. My only gripe with it is why on earth they only use 3/8 inch. Anybody of modest weight can stand on here and literally bounce up and down on it, and I just don't get that. I don't understand why they didn't go a little bit thicker. So but anyways, I was able to get all of the red carpet out and much of the fiberglass sheeting as I could. All this stuff was pretty much melded to the plywood for some reason, but I got as much of it as I could. Looks like about half of it. So all that remains is the plywood floor primarily. So, and I cleaned up the front just a little bit. It's got a long way to go, but it's so much better than it was. If you remember in video 1, there was all kinds of crap inside here. Well, now look, after soap and water and lots of rinsing, it's really nice in there. Really nice. And the front was all full of screws and sand and rocks and mud and everything, and that's all been rinsed out of there now. It's all been washed out. And it's so much better now than it was. So, gonna put all eventually carpeting up here, of course. I wanted to show you guys something here. In my previous video, I didn't know what I was gonna do with these foot kicks in here that had the red vinyl on them. Well, I decided to ditch them. The boards were actually pretty rotten, so I just rip both of them out of there, and I don't know what I'm going to put in there now to replace them, but it's going to be a little bit down the road, so I don't have to worry about that right now. But look how nice and clean it is up in there. That's the front storage area up in there, all up in there, up in there. Look how nice and clean that is. It even smells good in here. It stunk in this boat so bad before. So got her all cleaned out, and got these cleaned out too. These were just epically filthy. I don't think they've ever got washed. So and this vinyl over the years has held up really nicely, and so there's no rips or tears, as you can see. So I've decided to keep that in there, just a little bit of the character of the boat originally. Also, this right here I want to show you just what great shape that is in. That is an excellent shape, and nice pockets and stuff in there, and so I'm gonna keep all that stuff in there. So still haven't decided what I'm gonna do for the kicks down here in the bottom. It's probably like a 1x4 maybe. I certainly could reuse the material that was in there before that had the red vinyl on it, because those are in good shape. But I don't know, I like the wood and stuff in here, and so I kind of want, a little more wood and stuff. I think wood looks nice in boats if you do it right. So we'll see what I end up doing there, but for right now, she's totally gutted. There's nothing in here. So I'll show you inside the back of the transom here. My other videos, you can see it was totally full of mud and screws and trash and garbage and stink, and now she's all washed out. It's all washed out. So nice and clean. So I'm gonna let it dry up a bit and stuff, and start putting the floor back in and stuff. So in another separate video that I'll call the transom reinforcement video, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do back here inside the transom. But I could tell you right now, I'm going to put a 2x6 to reinforce the transom back here. One of the common issues with boats like this from the 70s, these fiberglass ones, is the wood in the transom rots out. And one telltale way that you can figure that out is to drop the motor all the way down, and then just step on the motor a little bit and look at the transom and see how it goes in and out. and that's usually a very strong indicator that there's some rot going on in there. But I'm going to reinforce it and everything, and make it a lot stronger than it is now. And I also took my outboard motor bracket off my other Crestliner, my Muskie 15, and I'm going to put that up in here, up in this corner, and I'm also going to reinforce that on the inside with some with a 2x6 or something. So but anyways, right now the floor is completely stripped out as far as I need to go, and I'm very happy with everything so far. So at any rate, this is just a follow-up video to video number 2. I'm still working on the floor, and I just wanted to demonstrate my progress in here and how far along I'm coming on the floor. So at any rate, thanks for tuning into this channel. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and like I always say, feel free to comment, because I always answer my comments and get back to people that are interested in these videos. So yeah, and enjoy the channel. There's lots of videos on here and stuff, and please continue following the progress on this boat. I can tell you this is a lot of fun restoring this boat. I can't wait to get the floor in there and the carpeting and the seats back in there and stuff, and kind of see. I tell you, I'll feel so much better when I got this boat. You know, one thing that's kind of perplexed me my whole life, I always buy things from people in disastrous condition. When I go to sell stuff, it's in primo condition, clean, nice, nice and tight. You know, all my stuff is. And it seems like whenever I end up buying things from people, it's always trashed or rotted, or, you know, and then I got to bring her all the way back. And of course, that's part of the fun, like I said, but still, there's kind of an irony there, and it's kind of weird how that always happens. There's people in this world that take care of the stuff they have, and then there's people in this world that do not. So, and it's just a shame. So, at any rate, bringing back the Apollo 660 here, and this is the current status of the floor. So, once again, thanks for tuning into this video, and just hope you enjoy the videos and continue to follow. All right, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.